Today, let's talk about forechecking. What is forechecking? Forechecking is when the opponent has the puck in their zone and we are applying direct pressure onto their puck carriers. And there are a few different types of forechecking systems that are basically designed to structurally force the opponents to turn over the puck. One of the simplest forecheck systems that we can learn and implement, especially in VHL, is the 1-2-2 system. And basically, as you can see here, you might be able to figure out why it's called the 1-2-2. You got one forward doing the spearheading of applying the pressure, two forwards behind them, and 2D. So we might see something like this, perhaps a puck dump and the D is coming back to retrieve it on the opponent side, and so the first forward in will start to apply direct pressure onto them. And again, what you want to do is to never do a flyby completely, but you're going to be applying, staying in front of them, but applying direct pressure and trying to take the puck off of them. The two remaining forwards are going to first read which side of the puck it is on. So if it's on right here, it's on the right side of the puck, they're going to come to the boards and close this off so that they cannot ring the passes up the boards. The second forward is going to come in and close off the middle option. So if they have forwards high in the zone, like so, it's going to be very, very difficult for these passes to ever go through. And if they're in front like so, we're going to be very close to apply direct pressure if they have a pass that goes through them. The remaining are your D. The D on the strong side meaning the side with the puck, is going to bias towards the boards on the blue line, and to make sure that the remaining forwards are never sneaking behind them. So if they do cherry pick, you will need to match them, like so. And if they're coming back, you close them up a little bit. And of course, this D is going to be watching the weak side, or the middle option. So if this forward decides to come back here, they're going to need to play here. Same with this one. They're going to need to fall back and make sure that they are not cherry picking. Again, this is to our benefit because we got the numbers advantage, 3 against 4, and they're able to put high pressure onto the puck carrier. So cherry picking is never a good thing for the opponent, but as D, we always want to be mindful of it. So this would be the 1-2-2 forecheck-in. For example, if they ever move the puck across like so, then we just shift everything over. Forwards come and close off the boards. This forward will come and start to apply direct pressure like so. And we all shift over and apply direct forechecking pressure. So this is the most simplest form of the 1-2-2. Again, it can get a little bit more complicated. For example, if the pass came over this way, we could even decide that this forward is going to be applying direct pressure, and instead this one will come in and fill the board, and like this. So it's in a more aggressive form again, but in the most simplest case, what is easier to implement is if the one that was in the slot and the middle high in the middle, you just come to the boards, come across, and everyone just moves laterally. It's very, very simple to understand and implement. That's the 1-2-2 forecheck. Another method we could run is something called the 2-3, a little bit more passive, and you can see what a 2-3 is. But the namesake is you have two forwards applying direct pressure and three players that are staying high and protecting the blue line. So they would just watch any high members and one person covering the middle. So when any passes come up the boards, they can have direct pressure. And for anyone that has the puck carry, we got actually two forwards that will be angling them off. So this one will be forcing them to the boards and closing off the middle options, and the other one's coming in like so that any passes around will be closed off. And it's very, very difficult to break out. It's a conservative one, more so than the 1-2-1, but fairly effective forecheck, but can be broken if the opponent has good close puck support, so that they can always have options. Another forechecking system, and as this gets a little bit more complicated, is the weak side lock. And what the weak side lock is, wherever the puck is, this is the strong side, as I've said, the weak side forward is going to identify the weak side forward, and they're going to stick to them like glue. If they are on the boards, you're going to be on the boards. If they're coming here, you are going to be on top of them. So if they decide to come up diagonally like this, you are going to follow them all the way. They stay on the boards, you stay on the boards. The other two forwards that are on the strong side is going to operate like a 2-3. They're going to put pressure onto the puck carrier, one trying to angle them away from the middle. So let's just draw this out. So they're not allowed to come through the middle, any passing options, and you're going to try to funnel them into behind the net. The other forward is going to close off the option behind the net like this. So you're essentially shepherding them into a pinch, like a pinch. And that's how you're going to force the pressure off. And of course, forward is going to try to block the pass options from making a cross. The remaining members of the D, one's going to cover the middle option and one's going to close off the boards. And this is the weak side lock. And again, if the pass makes it to the other side, let's say we bank it off behind the net and it's now to this D partner, then it switches. This forward is going to be closing off the middle and trying to shepherd them towards behind the net. This forward will continue shifting and trying to pinch them. And now this forward is now the weak side, and they will lock the weak side, this forward. They identify the forward and they're going to stick to them like glue, closing off the board options. And if they move here, you're going to follow them. And again, the D is going to close off the D and close off the middle option. This is the weak side lock. A little bit more aggressive than the 2-3, but a little bit more passive than the 1-2-2, which again would be one is in the middle, one is closing off the board options and the strong side wing passing option, and the forward is funneling them, shepherding them towards behind the net. And those are some forechecking options. Again, the most simplest way to simplest system to start with is the 1-2-2. I would recommend, but if you feel like going with other systems, those are always good options as well.